This is Calvin Castine. It's the second day of September 2004. It's a crisp early September evening. Temperature in the upper 50s, dropping to the mid 50s probably by now. It was 58 when we arrived, but there were spots along the highway that were 56 when we were driving down the road. So we expect we'll be probably hovering around 50 degrees when this game is in the books. It's a championship game of the annual Cougar tournament, junior varsity boys tournament, Northeastern Clinton. 5-2 winners over Saranac Central and the Peru Indians. 1-0 victors over Northern Adirondack. That Peru victory over NAC probably cost the booster club here about $100 or $200 because if NAC and Northeastern play, it's also a little bit bigger crowd. So Brian Marino said, "Yeah, you'll get your get your chance to face each other later." Brian Marino, the coach for Peru, and Frank Dumas once again at the helm for the Cougars. First game of the season, so we'll be learning the names as we go. So because of that, we'll give you both rosters, and we'll try to pick up the names as the game progresses. For the Indians, Matthew Roden is number 2. Jason Giroux wears number 3, but he's the goalie, so we probably won't see him out there wearing his number 3 in this game. Devin Walker is number 4. Aaron Tenburen is number 9. Joseph Higgins is 10. Clayton McIntyre is 12. Austin Rickert is 13. Granger Gosnell is 14. Casey Kivett 15. Justin Houle is 16. Michael Johnson 17. Jonathan Malzahn is number 20, and he will be the backup goalie should need arise. Andrew Black is number 22, and 24, Alexander Troyani. He hasn't got enough practices in, so he won't be participating tonight. Mosquitoes are out despite the crisp temperatures, so we'll be alternating between taping and swatting, and sometimes swatting and taping at the same time. So if the camera jumps once in a while, we'll blame it on the mosquito population. For Frank Dumas's club, Andrew Bayshard is number 6. Nick Bayshard is 12. Chris Matat is 21. Dustin Poisson is the goalie. And should he be called onto the field, he wears number 25. Jordan Babby is 23. Anthony Changelo is 10. Corey Davison 13. Chris Guerin 14. Casey Guerin 26. Cody Gay 5. Jeremy Jeanette 17. Nick Letourneau 18. Jonathan Marks 16. Ethan McCarthy is 7. Josh Misek 19. Robert Pieper 2. Tyler Samperl 22. Andrew Southwick is number 9. Tyler Tatro is number 20. Corey Trombley 15. And Nate Weiss number 8. Seeing Ethan McCarthy's name there, ran into his grandfather about 2 weeks ago, coming out of the Tops store. Shot and stopped. We'll keep the pressure on, crossed and in. Let's see who did it here. Looks like Weiss scored with the assist from Corey Trombley. So it's a 1-0 score. 3.5 minutes into the game, 36:29 on the clock. Ran into Ethan McCarthy's grandfather, Ronnie Hicks, and Ron now lives in Florida, and as we're taping this, there's a big exodus from the, excuse the mosquito swatting here. Wish they'd go feed on some of the people down below. Big exodus because of Hurricane Francis approaching at this point. Florida. And we just finished the wrath of Bonnie and Charlie. And more hurricanes coming. And this one here is a big one. So you'll all know the severity of that hurricane well before this tape is being aired. But just to let you know what's happening in the world. Referees tonight were Phelan Miner and Clark Herdick. We were in Montreal last night. Didn't get the opening round games here. Went to Expos as Sammy Sosa was making his last appearance in Montreal. We were there for that game, and when we were up coming back onto in the press box, we saw a little press conference going on, and we found out after that the Cubs were announcing that they would not be flying into Florida to face the Marlins this weekend because of the hurricane warnings. Ball's put back into play by Giroux. Nice new booth here. Larry Bayshard was up here looking over and asking what we needed. John Corrier was here the other day when we were here for the girls' game. Frank Dumas stopped in, and a lot of volunteer help made this all possible. And Frank told me that night that I could mention the Post being in a way here that night, but that game there would be the last time it would be mentioned. So just ignore this Post being in the way. I'm not allowed to mention it anymore because we mentioned it once and that's it. It's there and we're here and that's the way it's going to be. I just weren't thinking about that location when they decided to put up this beautiful new booth, part of the concession stand here. The scorers will be here before the season gets too far along, so we'll have company in the booth. Right now we have an open door. We can keep an eye on the fans. That'll change shortly. It's up the field. Sample, I believe. Yeah, Sample. Ball comes up for Trombley, being battled by Johnson. Trombley will throw it in. Headed by Johnson, out of bounds. Chris Guerin throws it in. It's kicked out. It'll be a corner kick. Kick comes back to the 18. Changelo will take the corner kick. Good time to remind everyone that this is viewer-supported local television. Even if we can't stay in focus, we need your support. Normally I'm manually focusing, but with my rosters in my hands here, I'm trying to use the automatic focus tonight. Normally, and when this booth is completed, there'll be a shelf here where I can put the rosters down and refer to them. This is the first JV game of the year, so we're learning the name of the players. And we're holding the roster in one hand, so we can't use that hand to focus, so we're using the automatic focus on the camera, and the automatic focus isn't quite as good as doing it manually because the camera adjusts according to its own speed. And sometimes it focuses on something that don't want to focus on it. Just that's what focuses on the closest object. Sent down by Guerin and be picked up by Giroux. 10 minutes into the game, 1-0 Northeastern leads. Ball brought back in by 21 Matat. Thrown in on the far side by Walker. Sample got a foot on it. That was Ken Higgins trying to move it down court. Ball goes out before Chombley can get to it. Illegal throw by Johnson. McCarthy will throw it in. Nice move. Kick back up the field. Let's see who 26 is. It's Casey Guerin. Ball comes up to Gay. Now kick down the field by Roden. Kick back by Matat. Takes a high bounce and keeper Giroux will pick it up. Punts it. Kicked in the air by Matat. Kept in bounds. See if we can get a number on that fella. No. That's number 16 over on that far side. That's Hool. White throw. There's a shot. Once it gets out of focus, it takes a few seconds for the camera to get back in focus. That's why we hesitate to use the automatic focus. Throw in. Blue throw thrown in by Kivett. Gay tries to send it up. He does. It's taken off the foot of number 9, Southwick. Call goes against the Cougars to be put back in play by the Indians. 1-0 Northeastern, 15 minutes into the game. 40-minute halves. Sent down the field by Kivett. In the background you see the new fence that's been erected. I would assume, like these booths, that the money came from the Booster Club. That fence is to encourage people to pay their $2 and get in here and watch the game and support paying for the lights. And also the fence is far enough away from the teams that they don't want none of the schools, none of the associations, none of the sections, nobody wants the parents right in back of the players. They want the coaching staff there and the team there and the parents over on the other side hollering out, cheering on the fans, cheering on the kids, not giving them instructions or doing other things to distract the coaching going on. Trying to clear it, there's 23, who is Jordan Babby, and 16 in the corner is Hool for Peru. Blue throw. Looks like Kivett taking the corner. From the Cougars, they're going to get a shot. Giroux comes out. Daring move by the Indian keeper, Jason Giroux. Sneaks in. Gay scores, not sure of the assist. Cody Gay will get the score. Not sure on the assist. Could have been number 9, Babby. I'm not sure. So we're not going to speculate. 2-0 Northeastern, 21:05 remaining in the first half. Indians will kick off. Cougars bringing the ball back in. Blue throw.
Get on it, George.
Just ignore the lack of focus. Sent back in, nice boot, and Giroux handles it in the air.
Jordy, be aggressive now. Come on, guys, come on. Nobody near you. Nobody on. Up.
We'd like to congratulate the Peru Indians on being the 2004 varsity Section 7 Class A champions. At this point, that's what we've been led to believe, that Peru is the only Class A school this year. If that is true, last year, you may recall, Plattsburgh High School was Class A in several sports along with Peru. But if Plattsburgh is no longer Class A, then Peru is the undisputed champion of Class A. It was that way in Section 10 for a while, when Messina was the only Class A school. Last year, Malone was Class A. Whether they will be Class A again this year, I don't know. I did the games the other day. I assumed that they were, but I don't know that for a fact. If Plattsburgh is no longer Class A, then maybe Franklin Academy is no longer Class A. Josh Misek throws it in, goes off the foot of Andrew Black. That'll be tossed in this time by Matat. And Cougars have another goal. Looks like it was number 17 nudging it in. That'd be Jeremy Jeanette for Northeastern. And 3-0 score, 17:06 to go in the first half. Cougars 5-2 winners last night against Saranac. Indians 1-0 winners against Northern Adirondack. Well, the Cougars have already scored 8 goals a game and a half into the season. Trombley will get there. But it's kicked out by Johnson. Trombley will throw it back in. Gets it up to, I believe that's Davison. No, Bayshard, Andrew Bayshard. Where's the ball? Ball was still there. I thought it would clear it out. 16, that's Jordan Marks. The 12 for Peru is McIntyre. A goal kick for Giroux. Giroux from Peru. Put it in play. Illegal throw.
Good job, right down the floor. Go! Try to get light on your feet.
Far post, well done. Things happen when you use that far post. Things happen. I'm trying to think if Poisson's even touched the ball at this point in the game. Whoop, we may get the opportunity here. 14 is Gosnell for Peru. The ball comes up to Bayshard. Once again, Giroux comes out, make a daring save. .21 left in the opening half. 3-0 Northeastern JV championship game. Northeastern Clinton tip-off tournament, second day of September 2004. Blue throw.
Jordan, go to it now. Come on. Way to fight through, Anthony. Jordan, don't stand around. Come on, go to the ball.
Number 12 for Mike McIntyre tries to slide it through. Sent back down and in by Guerin. Off Johnson's head. Thrown in by Misak. Whoops. Again, once we get our shelve, our focus will be better because we'll be able to run on manual focus. So forgive our lack of focus in this game. Giroux with another kick save. Wow. Wow. Far post. Wow. Trombley really knows how to kick that ball in front of the net. 9:20 remaining in the first half. 3-0 Northeastern leads. Indian fans are cheering, but it went over the top. I believe it was Kivett taking that shot. Misak tosses it in. Davison called for the kick from behind. Another stop for Giroux. 6 minutes left in the first half. 3-0 the score. Davison sends it up to who's that? Babby. Sent down the field by who we got here. Guys don't turn their back on me. I can't see what the number is. Blue charge. Sending that ball down the field. Originally there was number 15, Kivett. Subs coming in. Black will throw it in.
Move out there.
Illegal throw. Let's see, number 5, who was that? Cody Gay trying to take that ball away. A shot by Sample. And Giroux kick it out. 2:24 to go in the first half. Top sends it just wide. Let's see, I don't see a 12 on the Cougar side here. Oh, there we go. Nick Bayshard. Nick Bayshard threw that one in. Only 4 sophomores on the Cougar roster.
Pressure on. Pressure on.
Blue throw. Black throws it in. Controlled by Gosnell. Battling with Sample. Off. No, Bayshard keeps it in play. 6 seconds. First half is going to end with the score. Northeastern Clinton 3, Peru Indians nothing. Junior varsity action will continue on viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Second half about to begin. This game being taped couple of days, 2 days ago I think it was, that Cleveland Indians beat the New York Yankees 22-0. I kept waiting for the mercy rule, a 15-run rule to kick in, but no such luck. 22-0. So us Yankee fans have been harassed by fans of every other team. It's nice that those fans get an occasional chance to laugh at Yankee fans. Doesn't happen often, so we take it very good-naturedly. The bugs are out and about. It's a chilly night, but the bugs don't know any different. They're out here taking advantage of the artificial light. Changelo tosses it in. Looks like our pole will be more of a factor in this half than it was in the first half, because Cougars will be shooting this in this direction this half. John Blee scores, not sure who got the assist. It's 4-0 Northeastern. Goal kick. No breeze at all tonight, so there's no wind to be a factor. All the wind in the Western Hemisphere is all concentrated in Florida right now, just off Florida. Blue throw. Championship game of the JV tournament here at Northeastern Clinton. Preseason clash. Northeastern 5-2 winners over Saranac last evening, and the Indians 1-0 winners against the Northern Adirondack. Matat does a great job of distributing that ball. Kivett will toss it in. Ball scoots by. Scooted by Guerin and picked up by Sample. Just missing the header. Northeastern keeping the pressure on. Angelo sends it up to the 18, offside. Kick following the offside infraction. And Giroux makes a stop. Ten Buren throws it in. Goal number 5 for Northeastern. Looks like it's Trombley again. .32:03 left in the game. It's 5-0 Northeastern. White throw. Again, we're running on automatic focus. We got our rosters in our focus hand. We're going to try to do it manually now. Thrown in by Higgins. Taken away by Pieper. Babby brings it up. Off blue. Nisek will throw it. Walker throws it in for the Indians. Tossed in by Higgins. Taken off the foot of Roden. And kicked back here by Walker. No. Nisek. McCarthy. That's right, let's go to Davison. Over to Gay. And the ball bounces off Johnson. Let's see, 13, that's Rickert for Peru, and 16 is Marks for the Cougars. Let's see, 16 for the Indians is Poole. 20 is Malzahn. Followed by Pieper. Now Babby sends it through. Nine Tenburen for Indians. Poisson gets to touch the ball. The team up 5-0. Who put that pole there? Wow, that was dangerous. Never mind the goal, he just almost ran right into that pole head first. Putting his life on the line there, Michael Johnson. Prevented a goal, but boy, he could have got hurt. Blue throw. Thrown in by Gosnell. Kicked out there by Nick Letourneau. 23 for the Cougars was Babby. Now I forget the number for the Peru player. Alright, Malzahn and Black there for the Indians. Monkey in the middle game going on. Maybe it's rugby. Okay, it was a 10 burn taken away from McCarthy. We are halfway through the second half. 5-0 Northeastern. Championship game of the Cougar tip-off tournament. Peru visiting the Cougars. Davison works it in, cleared out by Higgins. Two players in the same team cannot occupy the same space at the same time. Goal kick. Whoop. May have been Letourneau saving the day there for the Cougars. Cody Gay with the goal. 6-0 Cougars. 15:45 to go when the goal was scored. Riding in comfort. Corner kick for the Indians. Like Poisson got a finger on it. Peru desperately would like to get something on that board. Caught one against the Cougars, but I'm not sure that's a big advantage here. Of course, a lot of goals are scored on restarts, but Indians, it might have been a play-on situation. I think the Indians were better served to play on in that one. No time for praying. And Poisson will make the stop. Nice feed. Trip called on Gosnell. Thrown in by Houle. Up the wing. Let's see. Number 8 is in there for the Cougars. That's Nate Weiss. Haven't seen him in a while. Haven't noticed him in a while. No handball. Corner kick. Quickly thrown in. Here's a shot. Off Drew, headed in nicely on the rebound by Jeanette. 7-0 Cougars. Just under 9 minutes remaining. Try it again. Blue throw. Just a quick crowd look. There's more people here. These are just the good looking ones. White throw. Goal kick. Just on the side of the net.
Play with it.
So I've been off at the end of June,
and 3 minutes remaining. Goal kick. Handball, I guess. Under a minute remaining. Northeastern leading at 7-0. Light throw. Here the tractor trailers going by. Route 11 still not ready for tractor trailers here in this September, so they're being detoured on round 276. 5 seconds. Northeastern's going to win it. 7-0, and that's the way it was on this second day of September 2004. Thanks for watching and for supporting viewer-supported local television, TV that's worth your support, Hometown Cable. Congratulations to the Cougars for winning their own tournament, defeating Peru here in the game just concluded. Steve Bunham says we are ready to go. This is Calvin Castine-Weir at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's, let's see, I'm guessing the 14th. Yep, 14th day of September 2004. And we are here for action in the CDAC. The Saranac Lake Red Storm and the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars junior varsity soccer right here, right now on Hometown Cable. Steve Bunham and looks like Mark DeCoste on the far side are the officials. Frank Dumas, the coach for the Cougars. Not sure who the coach is for the Red Storm. We're not showing this in the Saranac Lake area, so I'm going to try to learn some of the Cougar names at the JV level. Nice nonchalant type of save. And he keeps it from going out, so it'd be a punt instead of a goal kick. Or actually, if it went off his hands, it would have been a corner kick. Let's see, this is, let me get my microphone hooked up and we'll get back to the play-by-play here. Thrown in by Chris Guerin, headed by Corey Trombley, kicked back out by Trombley. Guerin giving chase. Back for the defense, and Tyler Sample will try to redirect it over to the center part of the field. Temperature has got to be in the 70s as we speak. Nice, pleasant mid-September day. Trombley goes to the wing.